If someone asks you this frequently, be careful. It's not curiosity, it's envy. They don't want to know, they want to compare. Jealousy, an emotion rarely acknowledged but often seen. Interestingly, jealous people almost never say, "I envy you." Instead, they disguise it through questions. Questions that sound ordinary, questions that sound innocent, but actually, they are full of hidden meaning. Today we're going to discuss 5 questions that people who secretly envy you almost always ask. And more importantly, we'll discuss why they ask them and how you can respond without getting caught. Watch until the end, because the last question is the most dangerous. At first glance, it sounds like a compliment, but pay attention to the tone. Does it sound like admiration or like disbelief? Someone who truly supports you will say, "Wow, that's great. You must have worked really hard." But someone who is jealous will say, "How did you get that?" Psychologically, this is called cognitive dissonance. They believe they deserve more. So when you succeed, it disrupts their narrative. Instead of accepting reality, they look for loopholes. Maybe you're lucky, maybe you have connections, maybe there's something else. What are they really doing? They're trying to diminish your accomplishments so they don't feel like they've lost. How to respond? Respond calmly, without getting defensive, without going into too much detail, because the more you prove yourself, the more threatened they'll feel. This is more subtle. You tell them about your struggles, about staying up late, about working hard. Then they say, "Is it really that hard?" This sentence seems light-hearted, but the meaning is profound. They're belittling your efforts. Why? Because if it's hard and you succeed, it means you're growing. And the progress of others often feels like a threat to those who are stagnant. Jealousy often stems from social comparison. The higher you climb, the more they feel left behind. How to respond? Don't be provoked. Just say, "It's quite challenging, but I'm learning a lot." Stay humble, don't need to prove anything. This isn't a question, it's a projection. Envious people often hope your success is temporary, because if it were permanent, they would have to accept that you're truly ahead. This question stems from fear. Fear that you'll leave them behind. Fear that social distancing will only grow. Subconsciously, they're trying to plant doubt in your mind, because when you doubt, they feel more secure. How to respond? Answer with calm confidence. "We'll see. I'll keep trying." No need to argue. No need to prove the future. This is the most manipulative, because it sounds like nostalgia, but in reality, they're uncomfortable with your changes. When you grow, you change. Your standards change, your circle changes, your ambitions change. And people who don't grow with you feel left out. Instead of catching up, they try to pull you back to an older version of yourself, a smaller one, a more accessible one. How to respond? Smile and say, "Yeah, I've been learning a lot lately." Growth isn't betrayal, it's evolution. This sounds like concern, but often it's a reflection of their own fears. Envious people often have a scarcity mentality. They focus on risk, on failure, on the worst-case scenario. When you take a bold step, it reminds them of the courage they didn't take. So they ask, "Aren't you afraid of failure?" What they really mean is, "I'm afraid, and I don't want you to succeed first." How to respond? "I'm afraid, but I'm going anyway." That's the most powerful answer, because courage isn't about not being afraid. It's about moving despite your fear. Jealousy isn't always hatred. Often it's unresolved insecurity. Jealous people don't always want to bring you down. Sometimes they just want to feel good about themselves. But your job isn't to shrink yourself to make others feel good. Your job is to keep growing. If you start hearing these questions, don't get angry, don't get defensive. Just be aware, because awareness makes you immune. And remember, people who truly support you won't question your success. They'll celebrate it. If you've ever experienced a situation like this, leave a comment. Grow anyway. And don't forget to subscribe for more psychology content that's eye-opening, not just entertaining. See you in the next video.